What's up, guys? This is the Kimit The Frg YouTube channel. Now, recently I watched the Super Mario Brothers movie, also known as the Mario movie, and I'm here to give my thoughts on it. So just before we get into the review, this is going to be a spoiler review. I'm going to be dropping spoilers for the Mario movie throughout this video. So if you haven't seen it yet, maybe just watch it before you watch this video so you don't get spoiled, because beyond this spoiler warning at the beginning, I'm not going to be prefacing any spoilers I give with warnings. So for a basic outline of what this movie is, the Mario movie follows Mario and Luigi, who are plumbers in Brooklyn, and during one of their plumbing jobs, I guess, they stumble upon a green pipe, which when going through it are transported to like a different world. Luigi is transported to the dark world, and Mario is transported to the Mushroom Kingdom. Upon getting there, Mario discovers that to save Luigi from the dark world, he needs to get help from Princess Peach, and they need to go to the Monkey Land to get an army to stop Bowser and save Luigi. Alright, so as for what I thought of the movie, overall I thought the movie was okay. It did have some good aspects, but it was weighed down by a lot of subpar elements. So I guess to start with the good stuff, I would say the animation was good, like the way everything felt, the textures, the movement, it was all pretty good. They did a good job with that, I guess. You know, I would consider myself a Mario fan, so seeing all the Mario stuff, I was pretty excited when the Mario stuff I recognized was on screen. Like, every time I saw something on screen that I recognized, I turned to the person behind me and pointed at the screen. It's like, it was really cool seeing all the stuff that I recognized on screen. There's that one scene and it had that thing in it, and I was like, holy shit, I recognize that. And I was like, wow, that was really cool, because I knew what that was. So I liked all of that. The music was good, because you know, they used a lot of Mario music, and I recognized a lot of it, so I enjoyed that. Some of the voice acting was okay, I guess. Jack Black did a pretty good job, even though he was barely in the movie. I wish Bowser was in the movie more. I liked the song that he sang. That was pretty good. Yeah, so that was a good. So as for the negatives, I guess we'll get into the negatives now. The story was kind of a weak story in my opinion. There wasn't really much of a story, and I know there's not much of a story in most of the Mario games, or really any of the Mario games, at least not in the mainline ones that the movie is obviously based off of. You know, there's like the RPG Mario games. I guess those have stories, but I guess this movie isn't really based on those, so that's not really important. So I mean, you know, while I wasn't expecting there to be a super deep, in-depth story, I think they could have done better than what they had. Like, there were emotional there were what were supposed to be emotional moments, like character moments, that they kind of fell flat because they weren't really developed much. Like, they were kind of just there to say what they needed to say, and then everything from that scene was kind of forgotten in the next scene. Like, it didn't impact the movie very much. I wasn't super emotionally attached to any of the characters, despite being a huge Mario fan. I didn't have a lot of emotional investment in the story, even though there were parts that were trying to make you emotionally invested. They just didn't really work, because they didn't push it enough when I think they could have. Also, a lot of the jokes were kind of bad, but I didn't really mind it because I do enjoy bad jokes. So there were bad jokes, but it was not like the worst thing in the world, I guess. As for other bad things in the movie, Wario and Waluigi were not in the movie. This was a huge disappointment to me because, in my opinion, I think they're some of the best Mario characters. So for them to not appear in this movie or even be mentioned was a bit disappointing. So hopefully they'll maybe like appear in the sequel, or maybe even better, they'll get like a spin-off movie. I think that would be pretty epic. But Chris Pratt as Mario wasn't the best thing in the world, in my opinion. It was a lot worse at the beginning of the movie. I got used to it a bit as it went on, but there were definitely better options they could have gone with when choosing Mario's voice actor. Chris Pratt didn't really sell it that much, especially at the beginning. That was very strange to listen to, in my opinion. There were also moments where instead of using Mario music, they used like licensed songs, like when Mario and Peach were going to the monkey village or whatever it was. They were playing Take On Me, which was very strange in my opinion. That wasn't a particularly fitting choice for that location, or honestly for this movie in general. I don't know where in a Mario movie Take On Me would be a fitting song to use, but it definitely, especially, was not in the monkey village, so that was very strange. I think that's about it as for my thoughts on the movie. As I said, it's an okay movie. If you like Mario, then maybe you'll like the movie. If you don't like Mario, then you probably won't like the movie. If you like movies with good stories, you may not like the movie. But for me, overall, I'm gonna give this movie a light 6 out of 10. I'd say it's probably closer to a 5 out of 10 than a 7. But that's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on the Mario movie. If what I described in this video sounds appealing to you, then I would recommend to go see it. But other than that, make sure to like and subscribe for more of this epic content. Share so more people can see this epic content. Goodbye.